Hey, how's it going, Sayori? What are you reading? As I sit down, I notice that she looks quite content.
Nothing much. Just reading some stuff for a school project. What about you? You seemed really into your book.
Oh, yeah, it was a good read, at least as far as I can tell right now.
That's great. So, how are you liking the club? You're not bored, are you?
Where did that question come from? It's a bit too early to tell how I really feel about the club. Of course not, Sayori. Sure, I haven't been here for long, but I've enjoyed meeting everyone. They've opened my eyes to new stuff. I've never been huge on reading, but I'm confident the literature club could change that.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're involved. You don't want to join a club that you have no interest in, right?
I know what you mean. I think reading will grow on me in time. Actually, do you mind if I sit down with you and read? She looks at me, clearly surprised. I don't think she was expecting me to sit down next to her. But nonetheless, she seems happy. Her smile is infectious, lifting my own spirits too.
That would be great!
We read for a while, which turns into talking fairly quickly. Our conversations being a continuation of our chat from the walk from school. It's nice to just sit down and talk with my childhood friend. Who would have guessed reconnecting would be so easy? I haven't felt this content for as long as I can remember. The good mood reflects on her as well, given that she seems very uplifted and bubbly. I don't know what it is about her that makes me so at ease. Wow, we've been talking for a while, haven't we? Man, I didn't even realize the time.
I guess we have been talking for a while.
I can see why you come to the literature club so much. There really is a welcome at ease vibe here. It must be a nice change of pace after how hectic the school day can be.
I was hoping you'd say that. It really is, and I'm grateful for the others as well. They really help make the club the way it is.
I can't help but notice that Natsuki and Yuri seem to be very different though. Do they argue much?
Sometimes, yeah, but thankfully it isn't often.
I can sense this isn't a topic she likes discussing. Well, that's only normal, I guess. Monica seems like a great president though. She must be very proud of this club. Speak of the devil?
Okay, everyone. I hope we're all having a good time so far.
I'm honestly having a great time. Thanks for the warm welcome, everyone.
Well, it's great to hear that. As it turns out, Natsuki baked some cupcakes for the club too.
Yeah, I know. I was just about to announce it, so let me get them.
Let's go sit over there. It looks like there's room at those desks for all of us.
How about I make some tea as well?
Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling a bit awkward, I opt to take a seat next to Sayori. If the conversation starts to die out, I can always rely on her to save me. Meanwhile, Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay. Are you ready? Ta-da!
Whoa!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. If she made this all by herself, that's seriously impressive. It practically tastes professionally done to me. But then again, it's not like I have the most discerning taste palette. These cupcakes are amazing. Thank you. Natsuki?
Yeah, you better thank me, 'cause this took hard work to do.
Yeah, it really seems like it. Did you make it by yourself? Or did your parents help you?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Are you saying I couldn't have done it myself?
No. It's just that it seemed professionally made, so I was wondering if an actual baker helped you.
I wish my dad was a baker. But just because I don't bake for money, it doesn't mean that I can't be good.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I just suck at cooking myself, so I'm wowed by good cooking. I guess I should count myself lucky that I got to try your cupcakes today, huh?
Uh-huh. It's not every day that I have time to bake.
The expression on Natsuki's face practically says, "Bow down before me, peasants."
Are you expecting him to prostrate himself before you?
Looks like Monica had the same thoughts.
You could blame Natsuki for breaking a little, huh? I would too if I made these.
Yeah, exactly.
You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not... I meant that, you know.
Don't worry about it. I believe you. Tea and reading might not be a common pastime for me, but I can at least appreciate it.
I'm glad.
I'm happy that you look like you're enjoying yourself. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Oh, that reminds me. I've actually been meaning to ask you something, Monica. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is a great leader.
Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. But I guess it must be hard to start a new club, since everyone's probably settled into their own activities already.
You could put it that way. It can be hard to get people invested in things that are brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events, like the cultural festival, that much more important.
Speaking of school events, I don't think I saw your club at the club fair at the beginning of the year.
That's because I hadn't started it yet.
Oh, I guess that explains why you don't have many members yet.
Yeah, we missed that opportunity to draw in first years who hadn't found clubs yet. It's a lot harder to advertise on a person-by-person basis. And like you said, a lot of people already have other extracurriculars by now. But even so, I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah.
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. By the way, I know everyone here likes reading, but do you guys write as well?
Actually, we haven't really done any writing together, funnily enough.
Do you guys just read and discuss books then?
You could say that.
Sounds more like a normal book club than a literature club. Huh, to be honest, I was kind of expecting you all to do stuff like write poetry together. Huh? Do you not like poetry, Natsuki?
What? I don't really have an opinion on it, I guess.
Oh, really?
Hey! Where'd you get that?
Don't worry, I didn't steal it from your bag or anything. You dropped it on the way out the other day. I was going to return it, but I couldn't help teasing you a bit before I did that.
Well, I'd appreciate it if you kept your nosy nose out of my private work.
Duly noted. And sorry, I just couldn't help glancing over your poem when I picked it up. Your writing style is really cute, Natsuki.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
I'm not cute!
Hey, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
So you do write poems, Natsuki?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I just think that's pretty neat. Why don't you share them with the club sometime?
Not if everyone's just gonna call them cute.
Like Sayori said, there's nothing wrong with being cute, you know?
Ugh, you wouldn't get it. There's nothing worse than trying to get honest feedback from someone and just having them say it's cute.
Ah, I guess I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, no one does. It's super annoying, you know.
Actually, I believe I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. When that's all dismissed with a single remark, well, suffice to say, it can greatly discourage you from putting your work out there again.
It sounds like both you and Natsuki have writing experiences in common, Yuri.
Maybe. Although I didn't mean to speak for Natsuki.
Geez, it's fine. I pretty much agree with everything you said, so...
This just gave me an idea, everyone. If we have members who are looking for legitimate criticism of their poetry, how about we do that here? I'm sure we can all trust each other to be respectful, and I think it'd be a fun activity for us.
I don't know if I feel comfortable sharing my old poetry. I didn't write it to be read by the public, so...
Yeah, same here!
That's fine. We can all just go home and write new poems to bring tomorrow. I was going to suggest that anyway, since I don't think the rest of us have poetry ready to share yet.
Yeah! That sounds awesome! I think learning about poetry would be really fun!
And now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. The literature club has been very welcoming so far, at least after the initial introductions were made. And although I'll have to start writing poems, it seems like a fair price to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. I had my doubts at first, but given how friendly and welcoming these girls are, I don't really see any reason why I shouldn't join. Yup, I'll be looking forward to becoming better friends with you all.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thank you, Monica.
Yes! I'm so happy you're joining us!
Hey!
And thanks for playing along.
So she was aware that I'd never agreed to join the beginning. That sneaky girl. Although Sayori is the most enthusiastic, all of the girls' eyes are lit up with happiness.
I would have been super pissed if you just left after eating my cupcakes.
I'm very glad that you're staying as well.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Don't forget tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so that we can hold discussions. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress Monica with my mediocre reading and writing skills? Something tells me no. Jeez, I can already feel the anxiety welling up inside. It's not like Monica's going to be harsh as an actual literature teacher though. Right? Meanwhile, the others continue the chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Sayori, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Given that she introduced me to all these amazing people, it's the least I can do for her. On the way back, we discuss the events of the day, focusing particularly on each club member. As we do so, my mind wanders between them all. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. I'm excited to hang out with everyone from now on. Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of them. Alright, I'll just need to make the most out of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.